Mr. President, would you call the situation on the southern border a crisis?
No, but I wish they would react. I've been pushing them, my Republican colleagues, since I got in office. I think we have to make a major changes in the border. I've been pushing them. I'm prepared to make significant alterations in the border. Negotiations going on for the last 5 weeks. I'm hoping we'll get there.
Any comment on the political change in Poland as the new pro-European Union government is taking over?
I think that's very good.
Holy cow, that puppet is definitely being worn down. At what point do we charge the globalists with elder abuse? Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name is Luke Radowski here of WeAreChange.org, and there's a lot of just absolutely whimsical, crazy, and bewildering news out there, as of course the world is strange, and it's definitely going to get a lot stranger, as of course there's many protests happening outside of the White House right now, as internally the Republicans Make America First faction are all fighting each other. What's really going on here? Who's right? Is it Vivek? Is it Donald Trump? We'll be talking about that, plus a lot more, as of course we are here on the ground in Iowa with some very unique perspectives on this entire situation. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you can get it on TheBestPoliticalShirtsDotCom, and the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast of this absolutely haggard, plastic surgery filled, pill popping, zombie looking like flesh suit is of the current president of the United States, who literally is looking like the Crypt Keeper. As of course, this is the man in charge of the United States, allegedly, again, puppet, total puppet. As the New York Post wrote a very interesting article today titled, "Joe Biden's Handling of the Middle East Crisis is just downright dangerous," and I would definitely agree with that assessment from the New York Post, as he's being described as a coalition of the hesitant, as of course the United States is funding usually both sides of the conflict right now inside of the Middle East, and of course expanding the conflict now to Yemen, one of the poorest countries in the world, which the United States along with the United Kingdom are now bombing and launching an offensive on. This, as very easily Iran could be involved here, so could Russia, so could China, and our faith in the world faith is in the hands of, allegedly, the frickin' Crypt Keeper, a man who is also facing, of course, a lot of protests, as there was some significant amount of people that recently just came out to the White House chanting F Joe Biden, which some right-wingers on Twitter even responded to. Let them cook a little bit here, as of course many people on the left are really not happy with the policies from this administration, especially when it comes to their support of Israel, as of course many people on the right are really not happy with this administration's support of the Palestinians. This, as the protests got very serious and tumultuous outside the White House, to the point where even a fence was damaged, an offense that the Democrats take very seriously, but probably won't be enforcing in this particular case and instance. This, as there was even White House employees that decided to take off in order to strike and protest their own administration, as Republican Speaker of the House Mike Johnson wants to, of course, bring back cancel culture and then fire them over this, as of course the majority of the country is dealing with record high cold numbers, as of course it's absolutely frickin' freezing here. It's cold, really frickin' cold. There's literal ice inside of your car when you're driving down the roads here, as record low numbers here in the United States, especially in Iowa, are highlighting a situation where the caucus will probably be the coldest on record ever documented. This, as this weather is also having a very significant impact on the power grid, and if power goes out, holy frickin' cow, a lot of people are going to be dealing with some very serious problems, as of course this weather is no joke. It is extremely serious, extremely dangerous, and of course at any moment and any time, especially if our infrastructure goes down, whether this is done deliberately or by accident or just by circumstance, a lot of people are going to be facing some very serious consequences that of course should be considered here, as it's fair to say that America's priorities aren't really being handled right now under this World Economic Forum Build Back Better globalist administration that is literally trying to get rid of energy resources and implement some kind of untested, unproven technology that really doesn't amount to nothing. But hey, even though it's freezing, especially here in Iowa, I have shirts from TheBestPoliticalShirtsDotCom that I'm literally layering. I wear sometimes 2, 3 of them. I have a lot of really interesting shirts, including the shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is a reference to 1984 and our modern day society, which is just absolutely losing it. And if you want to show your support for Tucker Carlson or tell everyone that you were right within the last few years about almost virtually everything, you can. Right now on TheBestPoliticalShirts.com, we have a lot of designs that we cannot show you here. They literally get censored as soon as we release them, and then we have to find alternative stores and shops to get them out there. Lots of very spicy shirts. We should have a whole section like, hey, this is a section we can't show you on social media, because it sucks. Because automatically, if I would post the shirts that you could get that can't be censored in real life, they would be censored online. So be careful. Be careful on who takes the photos of you and where they post them, as of course these shirts are absolutely thought-provoking. It's absolutely awesome and critically important to be able to meet like-minded individuals in the real world who actually think like you. And the best way to screen, the best way to discern people in your life to see who actually gets it, who knows what's going on, who's actually one of akin to you, is to get a shirt, wear it proudly, and of course send off a lot of very interesting messages out there that also could break the conditioning and matrix and have other people actually critically think for a little bit. As of course, we actually even have a shirt that says normalize critical thinking. Again, we have a search button here so you could search the shirts that we have available to you. Yesterday, I was wearing my Thought Criminal shirt on the campaign trail with Vivek Ramaswamy, a shirt that, of course, a lot of people appreciated. We have a lot of shirts. We have a lot of hats. We have a lot of really awesome things. And even if you're not interested in a shirt or a hat, just go to TheBestPoliticalShirts.com, scroll around so you could see the ideas that we can't mention here on this particular broadcast. And of course, your support of this independent media is absolutely crucial, especially during this time. So we deeply appreciate all of your support and help continuing us to grow and expand through your support on TheBestPoliticalShirts.com. The link is in the description right now. Click on it right now, and I will see you there right after this broadcast. And hopefully see you in real life. As of course, I see a lot of people just wearing the shirts, not even realize that I'm around them. And I'm like, holy cow, that's an awesome freaking shirt. That's an awesome feeling. Let's make it happen. TheBestPoliticalShirts.com. As of course, another person that wasn't holding anything back was this man that just decided to give the governor of Florida a participation trophy.
Thank you, everyone. Governor DeSantis, I want to present to you this participation trophy. Now, probably not going to win the election, right? But we're proud of you for trying.
Participation trophy. Sorry, buddy.
No, but, I mean,
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
he's special, he's unique, and he's our little snowflake. Thank you. Here you go. Do you want the award? We're so happy.
Wow, yeah. This, as of course, Mark Cuban is spreading the ideas of many Democrats turning over to the Republican ticket in order to help Nikki Haley out here. As of course, many polls and numbers are highlighting how many of her supporters are also supporters of the current administration currently in charge right now. This, as of course, as the anti-establishment MAGA function is ripping its shelf to shreds, according to some political analysts, as perfectly explained by this photo, previously of Stalin, but now of Donald Trump and Vivek, and now of just Donald Trump. As of course, the former president of the United States went on Truth Social and called Vivek Ramaswamy, who is running to be president of the United States and has been a loyal supporter of Donald Trump, who is described by Trump as someone who is running a, quote, deceitful campaign with tricks that is duping a lot of Donald Trump supporters, declaring that Vivek is not MAGA and that they all will, quote, fail. Vivek responded to this, saying that Trump's Truth Social post was, quote, unfortunate, and that he thinks friendly fire here is, quote, not helpful. Going on and then saying that Donald Trump was, quote, the greatest president of the 21st century, and that, of course, he's not going to be criticizing or attacking him back. All of this says, of course, I've recently spent 17 hours with the Vivek Ramaswamy campaign all day yesterday on the road in an extremely busy day filled with 6 events all throughout Iowa. As, of course, I got back early. Vivek still did 2 more events after I left, and I was still out there for 17 hours. He was literally out there for probably 21 hours on the roads, on the streets, in, of course, I would say some of the worst weather conditions imaginable, as, of course, many presidential candidates are not doing events or they are canceling events, and Vivek is still out there working his butt off, as, of course, we shot a live stream with him on this particular YouTube channel that was not planned. It just kind of happened. This is why I keep telling people, subscribe, click the notification button, because we could be going live any moment at any time whenever we get the opportunity to do so. We also shot a short video regarding Gonzalo Lira, the American citizen who, of course, lost his life under Ukrainian captivity. And when you look at the raw numbers, Vivek has been doing a lot of events, has been going to all of the counties, and his ground game and his work effort is absolutely something that we are not seeing from any other presidential campaign here on the ground. As even Ashley St. Clair said, his work ethic is unmatched. Candace Owens says that she never has seen any human work like he has. I was able to spend a little bit of time with her as well here on the ground, as a lot of right-wing media personalities are kind of shocked by the statement made here by Donald Trump. As even Owen Schroyer, a political prisoner of January 6th, said that Trump's statement, quote, depicts weakness, fear, and lack of vision. Quote, unless there's a curveball I'm missing here, I don't get it. Scott Adams has been responding to a lot of the newly fresh criticism of Vivek by many of the Donald Trump supporters out there. As Mike Cernovich, another individual that I spent a lot of time with yesterday, as he launched his criticism of the newly fresh attacks made by a lot of the influencers that literally flipped overnight and now have made Vivek their #1 prime enemy when previously they were cheering his praises. Now, clearly, this latest post by Donald Trump is creating a lot of division amongst the base here, as many prominent individuals like Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson have even called him to be the vice president for the Donald Trump presidency. And now, with this latest attack by Donald Trump, that definitely doesn't look like a likely scenario and situation here. People on social media even asked if they trusted Vivek Ramaswamy. Elon Musk responded yes. I even put up a poll asking who is in the right here, specifically on Twitter, and with 44,000 votes so far, the vote is nearly split, with Donald Trump winning by 56.7%. And personally, looking at the poll numbers here in Iowa, Donald Trump has a clear lead. He has a clear victory. Don Jr., when we were talking to him a couple days ago, we even talked about how this America First movement doesn't really have a deep bench, specifically when referencing Vivek Ramaswamy. And whatever you might think about Vivek or Donald Trump here, one thing that is very certain here is that this situation definitely isn't boring and definitely brings a lot more contention, a lot more spiciness to this entire presidential 2024 election that soon, in just a few hours from now, the first caucus actually starts and begins with. We, of course, will be here on the ground. We're going to be doing a live stream maybe later on today, definitely later on Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Time. Definitely stay tuned for that. Definitely hit the subscribe button, click the notification button, as of course we're going to have a lot of really fascinating, interesting people coming in and out. As of course now we have a lot of more things to debate on, as a lot of Donald Trump supporters are really mad at Vivek for saying that he would, quote, save Trump. Now, who is in the right here? Did Vivek overstep here by saying that he would save the former president of the United States? Is Donald Trump in the right here? Is Vivek in the right here? Who do you think is right? Comment down in the section below. Press number 1 if you think Vivek is right. Press number 2 if you think Donald Trump is right. We also have the poll going on our YouTube channel. And sound off, as of course, this is the political election cycle. There's going to be a lot of contention, a lot of arguments, and it's only just beginning. Strap in your seatbelts. It's going to be an absolutely wild ride. We're going to be covering it all here on the ground as, of course, it unfolds. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys actively supporting us, and this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.